MLB The Show is on the air as we come at you this evening from Globe Life Park in Arlington. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the American League's Houston Astros and the Texas Rangers. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Yu Darvish gets the starting assignment for Texas in this one. HR, what's the word on him?
Well, he has really pitched well at home, and I don't know if it's the energy from the fans or he feels comfortable on this mound. However way you want to slice it, he's thrown well at home, and I think we'll get another good performance at home in this game.
Here's George Springer. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Tonight for Houston, center fielder, number 4.
And we are underway in Arlington as the first pitch of the night is taken here for ball 1. And back-to-back pitches out of the zone to begin the evening. It's 2-0 now. Temperature here at game time, a comfortable 75 degrees tonight. Darvish delivers the 2-0. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner.
Pretty adamant about working him inside right now. Back-to-back fastballs, and that one was able to find the zone.
The set and the 2-1 pitch. Slider up that he gets a call on. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. Now here's a look at the Astros starting lineup. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, fellas, there's nobody that I'm more excited to watch play than Carlos Correa. He's really had a heck of a year in the power categories, slugging over 500 coming into this one. That means almost every time he's hitting the ball, he's hitting it hard somewhere. Should be fun to watch.
Digging in, Josh Reddick. And as you can tell easily from the splits, he's really struggled away from their home ballpark. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Time to take a look at the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Mike Fillmore.
Now, Fillmore's an interesting case. I call him one of those guys that calls the corners. A little wider, but up and down, he's not giving you much. So if you just put a little square up there, that's him.
Reddick waiting, and now the pitch. Now a swing and a hard hit grounder. One out, nobody on. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. And the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. This is line to left, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. The 2-out hit means Carlos Correa will bat this inning.
Well, a couple things with that base hit right there by the 3-hitter. One, he thought he was going to get out of this inning pretty easy, and now you put him in a stretch. The middle of this lineup is no joke. He can find himself in danger real quick.
Here's Carlos Correa now, currently with the third best home run total on the ball club. Now a throw over, and he'll dive back in. Perhaps wisely, another look to first. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball one. Two out with the man at first. Not close. It's 2-0.
That can be one of the downfalls of pitching out. It puts you behind in the count, and if you throw another ball, you're kind of in a difficult spot.
The 2-0 on the way. Just a bit jumpy that time. Swung on and missed. And then that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
3-1 count to this guy. You don't want to challenge him right here. Don't give him anything to hit. No, no, no. Keep it on the corners.
Three balls and a strike. Here's the pitch. Grounder down the line at third.
Full count with 2 outs now, so if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run because the runner at first will be in motion.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Full count. Here it comes. And there's ball 4 as this one gets away a bit.
Well, he made quick work of the first 2 guys this half inning, getting 2 quick outs, but then he gives up a base hit and now the walk. We'll see if he has it in him to draw the line in the sand and get out of this.
Stepping up to the plate, Carlos Beltran. He brings a rather ugly 230s batting average into this one. He's set. Here it comes. And a ball 1-0.
Seems like he's just lost the strike zone these last several pitches. He's got a walk, and that pitch right there, that wasn't even close.
One-0 count. Here it is. 1-1.
Well, he's got himself in a little bit of a jam, but I tell you what, he does a good job as anybody. First and second, 2 outs. Now watch how he pitches on the corners and tries to get himself out of this.
Two down, runners at first and second. And that's high and off the plate. 2-1.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. Fouled back.
It's a big at bat right here, Matt. You have to get to him early in the game. I know there's 2 outs. You got to run in scoring position. But the good pitchers get stronger the deeper they go in the game.
Working to escape the first inning jam. The slider freezes him at the plate. A called third strike, and the inning comes to a close. 2 left for the Astros. Now the Rangers will get their first crack scoreless. Dallas Keuchel is on the mound for Houston in this one. Harold, any thoughts?
Well, he comes in with a whip under 1. That means he's not getting a lot of traffic on the bases. And when you limit the traffic on the bases, the less runs you're going to give up. So that's why he's been effective and been able to keep his team in games.
Shin-Soo Choo at the plate now, and he really
Leading
thrives
the
in the
Rangers.
batter's box here at home.
Right
Something
fielder,
to keep an eye on in this one.
Shin-Soo Choo.
Sends that one out of play for strike one. And Harold, these Astros entering play here tonight. Fortune has been smiling on them recently. They're unbeaten in their last 7 games.
Well, you're playing good ball right now, and you know all day long, oh, they're bringing their ace, huh? Okay, that's okay. We're playing good right now. We'll match up with him. Okay. That's how you feel when you know you're playing good and you're facing their ace.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. 1-2. Here it comes. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. A moment now in Arlington to have a look at the Rangers starting lineup. Danny, any thoughts?
Yeah, you have to like the various skills that Shin-Soo Choo brings to the plate. He's having a good series against these guys so far. He's been a huge factor, particularly driving in runs. He's already driven in 5 in this series so far. So clutch situations with guys on base, this is the guy to watch.
Stepping in, Elvis Andrus. On the season, he's hitting just over .290 coming into action here. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. And Andrus will beat it out. He's got himself a bunt single.
Batting third.
Standing in, Jonathan Lucroy. Hitting a little over .250 coming into action in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Cut fastball inside. Ball 1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Now we'll snap one off over to the bag. Runner back safely. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. The 2-0 on the way. Andrus is moving. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And it'll be too late to get Andrus as he's safe at second base.
Well, he's certainly doing his best to get his team out to an early lead. Picks up the single and then decides that's not good enough, so he swipes second to get into scoring position. Now we'll see if the guys can pick him up.
Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1.
We're seeing a good AB here from the 3-hole hitter. If he can work a walk or pick up a hit here, he's going to put that cleanup guy in a really good position to do some damage in this first inning.
Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, but this is back into the seats, a foul ball. He's set. Here's the 3-2, and that misses, ball 4. So with 1 out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
I'm sure the manager is fine with that. He tried to entice him with that 3-2 pitch, but he didn't take the bait. First base was open, though, so he just needs to make a good pitch for a ground ball.
Coming to the plate now, Adrian Beltre, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Now the double steal is on here. On the ground softly towards second. And indeed, he'll not even try as he goes to first, and that means 2 men are in scoring position now with 2 away.
Batting fifth, second baseman, Rougned Odor.
Here's Rougned Odor now, hitting just a bit over the Mendoza line on the year. Keuchel pauses. Here comes the first pitch. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. And the runners will stay put here on ball one. Inside corner, a ball and a strike. One and one, here it comes. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Low with a fastball that time. 2 balls and 2 strikes. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
Some pitchers fall into the trap of giving in on 3 and 2 because they don't want to walk the guy. But with the base open, it's not the end of the world if you do. You still need to make a quality pitch.
Runners at second and third with 2 gone. And a foul pop behind the plate. McCann has a play, and that's the 3rd out. Rangers leave a pair, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Here's the catcher, Brian McCann. The average for him entering play sits down in the 250s.
McCann.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Now here it comes. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
Frozen with a high fastball there. We'll see if they try to climb the ladder even more on the next pitch.
Now here's the pitch. Can't catch the corner away with the fastball. It's 2-1. Here it is. Inside here with the cutter, as he's lucky that one didn't get him.
He walked the guy back in the first, and now he's looking like he might hand out another free pass to the leadoff guy here. You can't be walking a guy an inning and think you're going to have any success.
He's set. Here's the 3-1. Pretty well hit deep down the line in right, but that's back into the seats. Foul. Ready to deliver the full count pitch, and that misses for ball 4. So it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
We knew coming into this game that this guy has a tendency to give up a lot of free passes, and history repeats itself as he's already given up 2 walks here. I'll tell you, effectively wild is a pretty tough thing to be.
So striding in, Yulieski Gurriel. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. First pitch of the at-bat. Runners on the move for second. And here's a ball hit in the air. And that'll get down for a base hit. And no shot for Chu. He's in there at third.
Well, I don't know if it was a run and hit, Matt, or a hit and run, but you do know this. They're trying to get ahead in the count. So there's going to be around the plate that first pitch. I love putting the hit and run on or the run and hit. But either way, they executed it perfectly. And now they're set up first and third.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman, as Darvish will jump ahead of him here with strike 1. The average coming in at 266, 6 home runs and 21 driven in. Ready with the 0-1. Fastball that time is nowhere close, and it's even at 1-1.
Wow, kind of an interesting pitch call there. The batter flailed at the pitch away on the previous one, so you'd think you'd go right back there, but instead they decided to come in. Make him prove he can adjust before you do.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
A lot of times you see guys get too aggressive and try to do too much at the plate with guys on, but right here he's doing a great job of waiting on the right pitch. Got himself ahead in the count now.
Set to deliver on 2-1. Takes a knee-high fastball. With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout, or are you still looking for the double play ball?
Well, Matt, I think a lot of that depends on the type of pitcher that you are. If you're a power pitcher, you can go ahead and ride a fastball up in the zone, but if you're a guy that induces a lot of ground balls with a sinker, I think you have to stick with that plan.
Chop foul over towards the dugout. From the stretch. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
Let's take a look at the defense for the Rangers, brought to you by Majestic. I'm looking down there at Elvis Andrus. This guy plays on winning teams, and there's no coincidence. He catches the baseball, and his team wins. You have to catch the routine ball in order to give your team a chance, and he's one of the best at doing that.
Here's Nori Aoki, hitting right at the 1-for-4 pace with a .250 batting average for the season. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
First and third, you know he's going to do everything he can on the mound to roll up a double play ball. On the other side, he's got to be looking for a mistake up in the zone that he can drive in the air and pick up a sac fly at the very least.
And a fastball there is inside as that one backed him up a bit.
Well, a pitcher can tell you a lot early in the game. With this veteran pitcher out here, fastball in, to me it looks like he's going to try to take that inside half and say, that is mine.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Hit in the air to straightaway center. DeShields is there. He's there to make the catch, and here comes the runner from third as this should get him on the board. The tag's there from Chirinos. He is out at the plate. Astros leave one. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Now batting, Mike Napoli. He'll begin things here against Dallas Keuchel.
Mike Napoli.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And oh, look out as he has to hop out of the way of the fastball there. Now here it comes. And this will be fouled away. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. No contact there, and it's 1-2.
Well, he kind of struggled through that first inning, but ended up getting out of it. Now here in the second, you know he'd love to get this leadoff guy and get off on the right foot and maybe settle into this game a bit.
Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Here's a ball hit high in the air and fairly deep toward the right field corner. And now this will get over the wall down the line out there for a ground rule double.
That is what every hitting coach in the game teaches you to do. Don't ever try and do too much with a pitch. Just use the whole field and go with the pitch wherever you can. Pushes it down the line and it bounces over for a ground rule double.
Standing in, Ryan Rua, and he'll hit with a chance to push across the game's first run.
Yeah, great RBI opportunity here, but at the very least, he needs to find a way to advance that runner to third. Small things like that in a tight game can make a big difference.
First pitch on its way. Outside with the fastball. That's 1-0. Well, we'll give you a look there at the graphic. He picks up his 6th double so far on the year. Here comes the 1-0. Now this is hit high and deep out to left. And that's off the left field wall. Napoli rounds third and is digging for the plate. The run is in to score, and they take an early 1-0 lead.
Well, nice job right there. He comes through with the RBI base hit, and now his side has the lead.
Robinson Chirino.
Stepping into the box, Robinson Chirinos. He's hitting in the 270s on the season coming into this one. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Ball 1.
That's that controversial pitch right there. It's in the zone, should be called a strike by the book, but it's not a strike in baseball, not in the big leagues anyway.
The 1-0 delivery. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. And a fastball just a bit up.
Count is 2-1.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Hit hard down the line. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
Well, the big fella hits the ball to the wall, and they hold him to a single. Now, no, we all know catchers can't run very well, so I can't jump on him for not having speed.
The Shield.
And here's the second generation big leaguer Delino DeShields, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. And he's got that batting line up near the 300 mark entering play. Oh, 1. Here's the pitch. Nope. And a neck high fastball that time. Has a look, now the pitch. Good riding action to that thing, and it's ball and 2 strikes. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
All right, time for the majestic defensive alignment for the Astros.
All right, fielder number
and I'm looking
17.
at the catcher. McCann can. Yeah, Brian McCann. I love how he catches and throws, and he calls a nice game, too.
Digging in to try it again, Shin-Soo Choo. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He's set, and the pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Reddick has a read on it. 2 down.
The shortstop, number 1, Elvis Andrus.
Here's Elvis Andrus now. 2's all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. Just the second inning, but already 37 pitches to this point. Swing and a liner, but foul. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a big strikeout there as they'll leave a couple of runners on base, and after a good start to the inning, they can't capitalize any further. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Stepping another shot, George Springer. He'll begin things here against Yu Darvish.
George Springer.
A called strike over the outside corner. He's set. Here's the 0-1. And that misses 1-1. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. Under it is Chu as he takes it in for the first out.
The batter, right fielder, Josh Reddick.
Digging in for his second at bat, Josh Reddick. 0 for 1 here in the early going. And the third baseman will have a look at it, but this is back into the seats. Here's the 0-1. That's taken for a ball, and it's 1-1 now to the Astros right fielder. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Hit hard to the right side, but foul. The 1-2 pitch. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Into the box now, Jose Altuve. A base hit in his first trip. The 0-1 pitch. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
He's not messing around this inning. He's attacking the zone. He's showing lots of confidence. He's 0-2 on this hitter after having 2 quick outs. Nice job.
Here's Darvish on 0-2.
That's a ball.
That misses 1-2.
2 strikes.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. Swing and a miss got him reaching. Chirinos recovers, and the throw to first ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. They still trail 1-0. Striding in once again, Jonathan Lucroy. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
Jonathan Lucroy.
First pitch of the at-bat. Smoked on the ground up the middle. Scooped up on the backhand. And he set down 1 away.
The third baseman, number 29, Adrian Beltre.
Ready for another chance? Adrian Beltre. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Bat explodes as this has popped up. On to first, and very quickly 2 are gone here in the home third.
Now batting, second baseman, Rougned Odor.
Into the box now, Rougned Odor. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. Keuchel sets his sights. First pitch on the way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
2 outs, bases empty, and I got one of my power guys at the plate. This is where you let it fly right here. Give me a home run or a double. Give me some kind of extra base hit here.
And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
You know, with 2 outs and nobody on, that's the last thing you want to do on the mound. That really gives the opposition some hope that they can do something with this inning.
Now at the plate, Mike Napoli. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. A high fastball is in there.
I like the aggressiveness, Matt. He hits a batter, then he comes right back with the fastball and says, dare you to hit it. I'm coming after you.
And he'll step off the rubber and go to first. And he'll dive back in safely. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. And a check swing here, but he pretty clearly broke the plane, and it's 0-2 now. Working for the punch out and the offering. Too high. 1-2. A runner on first with 2 away. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
Well, that ball's hit hard between the 5 and 6 hole, and you saw the third baseman right there start to slide and maybe scoop it. Looked like he olayed it, but I think he was trying to get his body in position to spin and make a throw to first.
Into the box, Ryan Rua, as he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And that one cut a little too much. A ball and a strike. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Grounded to short. Reined in. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Rangers leave a pair, but they're up 1-0. Back with Harold Reynolds and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as Puerto Rican sensation Carlos Correa gets set to kick off the inning. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. A late swing at a slider for a strike.
He's attacking this hitter a lot more aggressively than he did the first time when he faced him and issued a walk, coming right after him here.
Here's Darvish on 0-2. And he looks at a ball, 1-2. He's set, and the 1-2 pitch. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch, as that's the first out of the inning.
Boy, it's been a rough go through these middle innings so far. This offense right now really doesn't have an answer for anything that he's throwing. He's attacking up, down, in and out in the strike zone. He's been awfully dominant up to this point.
Digging in the switch hitter, Carlos Beltran. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Ball 1.
That's an interesting pitch right there. Let's see if that throws him off a little bit. He's been on a pretty good roll. He can't let it upset him. Just get back in the groove right here.
Now the 1-0 home to Beltran. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. 1-1 now to Beltran. Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2.
He's looking really great on the bump right now. I mean, it's been a while since he's allowed a base runner, and he just jumped ahead of another hitter.
2-2. Now the pitch goes the other way, and this is in the air out to left. Rua on the move, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
The catcher, number 16, Brian McCann.
At the plate, Brian McCann. He drew a walk his first time up. And he gives this a pretty good ride that time, but that's going to be up amongst the crowd. A foul ball. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. High in the air out to center field. DeShields is there, and the inning is over. Astros go down 1-2-3. It remains 1-0. So stepping in, Robinson Chirinos. He singled his last time up.
Catcher, Robinson Chirinos.
Into the windup and the pitch. And too high with the cut fastball. It's 1-0 now. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Check swing. No swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now. 3-2. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Again, he sends it out of play. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. Gone! to lead off the inning. So a solo shot down the line in left. 6th home run on the season for him, as that'll give the Rangers a 2-0 lead.
I can tell you one thing. You might get away with throwing a ball in that location in the minor leagues, but when you get one up like that in the zone right over the plate against these guys, you're going to get exactly what he got, a really bad result.
Center fielder.
And here's the second-generation big leaguer, Delino DeShields, as he'll take a changeup here for strike one. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Springer has a read on it. 1 out. So with one away, let's punch up the graphic and show you the pitch speed comparison for the two starters here in the 4th inning. And you can see both guys bringing it pretty good in this one. 95 on one hand, 92 on the other. Ready once again, Shin-Soo Choo. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Down the first baseline. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
The shortstop, number 1, Elvis Andrus.
Here's Elvis Andrus now. A hit in 2 tries so far. Keuchel gets the sign. First pitch on its way. Hit to first. Oh, a diving effort as it's off his glove. And they will still manage to get him at first. A spectacular all-around play, and the inning is over. Rangers pick up a run here on the solo home run. We played 4. 2-0 Texas. Striding into the box, Yulieski Gurriel. He'll start things out as we begin the 5th.
Yulieski Gurriel.
Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. It's ball 1.
Man, this guy has retired a whole slew right now. I think what he needs to do is just stay focused and keep attacking the game plan like he has up to this point, because everything he's done has worked.
1-0 pitch on the way. Right over the middle, knee high.
Well, this offense finds themselves struggling right now, and they're down a few runs. They got to try to manufacture, get somebody on, maybe hit and run, and then you look for the big ball. Looks like right now everybody's swinging for the downs. They got to turn it around a little bit, play a little small ball, get it going.
And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Two and 2 count. Here it comes. This is skied into short left center. Rua is after it. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
Third baseman, Alex Bregman.
In now, Alex Bregman comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Here comes the first pitch. A shot down the first baseline. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And a nice job to stay with it that time and get the second out of the inning.
The left fielder, number 3, Nori Aoki.
Here's Nori Aoki. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. First pitch coming. Here it is. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. No runs, 2 hits, no errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. Takes a pitch high and away for ball 1.
Still a little bit early to be worrying about this, but in a 2-run game, a 2-out walk right here could at least get the tying run to the plate. And on top of that, there's some pop on that on-deck circle.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Curveball that time, not even close. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Line to the right side. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. And the inning extended for George Springer to bat next.
This is the type of batter pitchers hate to face. He's not a guy that's going to swing and miss often. He battles and battles, and he's a tough out, puts the ball in play, gets a lot of hits. He's a tough at bat.
Here's George Springer. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Houston. They trail things here 2-0. Digging in once again, Jonathan Lucroy.
Leading off
0
for the
for 1
Rangers.
for him here in this one.
Designated hitter, Jonathan Lucroy.
And he gets ahead 0-1.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
One of the toughest pitches to hit, the straight changeup, right? El Cambio. Hadn't seen it in that entire at bat. And what happens? Gets the string pulled on him right there. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Here's the third baseman, Adrian Beltre, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Springer has a read on it, and that's the second out of the inning.
Now batting, second baseman, Rougned Odor.
Here's Rougned Odor now. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Into the windup and the pitch. And you wonder about the control now as he misses high with a slider.
Well, he's done a great job on the hill throughout this game, and it's something to be proud of anytime you can pitch a good game in this ballpark, especially when it's not your home ballpark.
And he misses again, 2-0.
Well, back-to-back sliders, and he missed on them both. So now you got to really think he's probably coming with a fastball, right? Challenge somebody, meet.
Keuchel's ready. Here he comes on 2-0. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike.
Love the pitch call there. 2-0. You know the guy's geared up for a fastball, and you drop a changeup in the zone. That's going to be a tough pitch to handle.
And this pitch is hit foul off to the left and out of play, so the count goes to 2-2 now. A fastball that just misses inside. Swing and a line drive. And this continues right on through him as he couldn't knock it down.
Well, a little two-out single. Now, you may not think it's much, but he's already given up a couple runs this game, so maybe this is the start of something big.
Napoli.
Here's Mike Napoli now. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance. Now some action out in the Houston bullpen as it appears both a lefty and a right-hander are up to throw. From the stretch. Right on the corner, a fastball that he takes for a strike. Two runs, 7 hits, and no errors in the contest for the Rangers so far. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Very high, 2-1.
Well, he's had a good game at the plate so far, 2 for 2, but I don't think you want to work around him if you're on the mound. Pitch him smart, but you certainly don't want to give him too much credit.
And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
Well, this has been a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a heater that he can do something with.
Ready on 3-1. Here it comes. Swing, strike 2. Two out with the man at first. And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
Oh, man, I think this walk is going to grind in him for a bit. He just missed, and now the inning continues with the man in scoring position.
At the plate, Ryan Rua, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. And he misses inside with that one, ball 1. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Fastball at 88 that time, a ball and a strike. Look into McCann, the 1-1. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up, ball 2. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Now a ball fouled down the right field line out of play, so that'll move the count to 2-2 now. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Skied into straightaway right. Reddick has a read on it. And that retires the side. Rangers leave a pair, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Stepping in is Josh Reddick. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Here comes the first pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Rua moving to his left. 1 down.
Hey, this guy's not wasting any time, right? Gets a first pitch fastball, and he flies out deep on the first pitch of the inning.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Now a bunt attempt here, but a foul ball. 1-1. Bases are empty. 1 man out. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. Beltre is there. Throw to first is going to beat him, though, as they're able to thwart the bunt attempt.
Now batting, shortstop, Carlos Correa.
Here's Carlos Correa now. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And now the Ranger bullpen swings into action. A lefty and a right-hander are throwing down there. First delivery to him on the way.
Nope.
And that misses. Ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he takes a called strike 1.
Tell you what, his spot has been the outside pitch right there, and now we're late in the game and he continues to pound the outside pitch, and it's really working out for him.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And that one stayed up a little high. And the pitch on 2-1. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3. 2 out, nobody on. This one's down to third. And that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one. Success on a 3-1 count to keep the inning alive here.
Well, he's been on a bit of a cold streak, and he gets a base hit there. That's the kind of hit. He didn't hit it hard. This is one of those that you need to get in the hit column. This is a good jump start for him.
Here's Carlos Beltran. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. And he'll be tagged out at second base. Trying to get into scoring position, but instead the inning is over. Astros are down quietly. They're down 2-0. Digging in to try it again, Robinson Chirinos.
Leading off
He's
for the
off to a
Rangers.
fast start in this one.
Catcher,
2 for 2, including a home run.
Chirinos.
At the knees, strike 1. Now the Astros have somebody up in the bullpen as a right-hander has started to warm up out there. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Hit on the ground to third. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
Well
Now
executed
batting,
two-seamer on the
center
outside
fielder,
corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Ready for another shot now. Delino DeShields. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. A fastball that finds the outside corner. 1 out, nobody on. A fastball down near the shoe tops. hit on the ground out to short. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely.
Well, that's playing within his game right there. The speedster gets a little infield single, and now he's on to do damage.
Shin-Soo Choo at the plate now. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. Now a snap throw to first. And he has to dive, but he's back in easily. In there, and he's in control 0-2 now.
Wow, not sure what you're looking for right there, but that one was pretty much middle center cut. Tough pitch to take.
Runners on first with one down. Now a snap move over to first, and he's back standing. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2.
Well, no surprise on that one. That's the classic slider down the way, trying to get him to chase on that 0-2 pitch.
Runner at first here, one man out. Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2.
Well, he tried to put him away on two pitches low in the zone, and he just wasn't biting. Nice job of hitting.
Two, here it is. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are two gone.
The shortstop, number 1.
Here comes the Astros skipper up out of the Houston dugout, and he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. He'll depart after 5 2/3 as it'll be up to the bullpen to keep his guys in the ball game. Chris Davinsky takes over here with a runner at first and two gone in the inning.
Number 47, Chris Davinsky.
Elvis Andrus will be the first to greet him here as he stands in with a runner at first and two away. Before the first pitch, a check at first, and he just manages to get his hand in. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball one. The 1-0 delivery. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. A runner on first with two away. One pitch is a splitter, called strike two.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive in a run. Gonna have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. 1-2 is an off-speed pitch. No dice. It's 2-2. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
Well, this has been a good at-bat. He's now worked the count full to 3-2. It allows the runner on first to be on the move with 2 away.
He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. Got him. So he's down on strikes for the second time here tonight. 1 left for Texas. They're up 2-0. Welcome back to Arlington. The Rangers on top in this one as we get a look at our game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Carlos Beltran. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. He's set. Here it comes. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. And this is fouled at the plate. Outside, 2-1. Two balls and a strike. Here it is. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Beltran will take the turn and head for second now. And the Astros get something started right away. It's a leadoff double.
That's what you call a clutch piece of hitting. Down 2 runs, he puts himself in scoring position and brings the tying run to the plate. We'll see what they do with the base open here. This one's getting interesting.
Ready once again, Brian McCann, and his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Ball hit high and foul down the left field line. It's strike 1. 0-1 count and the pitch.
1-1.
Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball. Ball 1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Tries to go the other way as this is in the air to left field. Rua is over toward the line a bit as he takes it for the first out.
First baseman number 10, Yulieski Gurriel.
Coming to the plate now, Yulieski Gurriel. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Down the third baseline. But this is foul for the first strike. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. And he misses with it. 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Slider up that he gets a call on.
Guys, I've been really impressed with him tonight. I mean, he's carving these guys up with all of his pitches.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Now the Rangers get a reliever up and throwing in the bullpen as a right-hander's begun to warm up out there. And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman, as he'll take a look at a slider in the dirt, and it's ball 1. No hits to this point. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Leaves a slider up high, but it's taken for a strike. And this one's in the dirt. Throw goes over to third, and he is safe at third as he moves up on what's likely to be ruled a wild pitch.
That can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball has gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it. He was there, and now he's only 90 feet away.
2 outs here with a runner at third. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. Pitch is way outside, and he can't even get a glove on it. Crowd gets up for the 3-2. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Calling for it. Rua makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Astros leave one. They trail it here 2-0. Ready for another chance? Jonathan Lucroy. He'll start things out here in the bottom of inning number 7.
Jonathan Lucroy.
Into the windup and the pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
Well, you got that first pitch, got him looking right there. With a star hitter like this guy, it is always good to get ahead in the count.
Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner.
Well, he came at him with the same pitch. Now he finds himself down 0-2. You just got to anticipate he's going to try to triple it up. Not just double, but triple. I'm looking for that pitch right now again.
A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. Hit hard on the ground to the right. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard.
Well, here they go again. Another base hit. This one leading off the inning here late in the game. But they put together some base hits, but haven't been able to get that big hit to drive in the run.
Here's the third baseman, Adrian Beltre. And he'll quickly send a line drive to center field. Lays himself out and makes a spectacular catch. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
For the Rangers, second baseman, Rougned Odor.
Striding in once again, Rougned Odor. He singled earlier, making him 1 for 2 to this point. He's set, and the pitch. Just a tick behind for a strike. Here's the 0-1. And this is fouled back and out of play.
Aggressive swings out of him to start this at bat, but he hasn't been able to put the ball in play. Time to use that aggressiveness and make him chase now.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2. Popped up towards the seats as this gets out of play.
I like the pitch right there. 2-strike fastball out of the zone. See if he'll chase. I'd go even further out this time. See if he chases it again.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Lifted in the air out to center field. Springer has a read on it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, first baseman, Mike Napoli.
Here's Mike Napoli now. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance. First pitch on its way. Changeup messed up his timing for a swinging strike.
That's a bad approach right there. Look, you may get that pitch later in the at-bat. If you're going to take a swing first pitch, it's got to be a ball you can drive. And that was not the pitch.
Now the 0-1. Ball one.
Tough spot in the game right here. You have a very close call that doesn't go your way. This is when you have to really regroup as a pitcher and go out there and try to make quality pitches.
2 out with the man at first. Fouled straight back. The 1-2 pitch. In the dirt here. And a nice job to keep the runners at bay as the count moves to 2-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Rangers leave one as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Digging in and looking for more, Nori Aoki. He'll have the first crack at it here as we start inning number 8. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one.
This has been an interesting game to watch. I mean, he's less than 60% of the time he's throwing that first pitch for strikes. So he's been having to throw stress pitches almost to every hitter.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Pitch on the way. Swing and a ball sliced foul into the seats down the left field line.
Oh, man, I think he thought he was going to get another breaking ball right there. He's a little bit late on that fastball. That's a nice pitch, though, following that breaking pitch to keep him off balance with the heater.
Good plate discipline to lay off the slider that time, and he draws even at 2-2. Here's the pitch on 2-2. And the third baseman will have a look at it, but this is back into the seats.
That's a nice pitch right there. He threw him a breaking ball, comes back with the fastball, and now he's late. Now he doesn't know how to adjust. He's kind of caught in between. You got him set up perfectly.
And a leaping effort there, but this is down into right center, a base hit.
Wow, that's a hard single right there, Matt. You know, you think about it, that's the 6th hit of the night. They haven't squared up a lot of balls. That's probably the first ball I can recall that they hit fairly hard all night.
Rangers skipper is up off his seat in the dugout now to make the walk to the mound. And he's going to signal to the bullpen. That'll be all for Yu Darvish. So as he departs, he'll remain responsible for the man left aboard, but he cannot lose this one. Alex Claudio is on the pitch here in the 8th with nobody out.
Number 58, Alex Claudio.
Here's George Springer. And this one's in the dirt. And no advance. It's ball one. 1-0 pitch on the way. Good swing there, but this is fouled off to the right side. One and one. Here it comes. And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
Nobody out, runner on first. A called strike over the outside corner. He's set. Here's the 3-2. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out. Very brisk pace to the ball game thus far. 2-0 our score as you get a look there at the line score to this point in the contest. Stepping in is Josh Reddick. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. And he'll get back in safely. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. Comes set with the 0-1. Drilled down the line. And he whiffs on it as this ball's right under his glove.
Well, that's basically pitching unlucky right there. He's got the sinker in his arsenal. He throws the sinker. He gets the ground ball. And next thing you know, it finds a hole. Man, that's a tough break.
Jake Marisnick will be summoned now to be the pinch runner.
Number 6, Jake Marisnick.
So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Jose Altuve. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. First pitch on its way. A slider that just grabs the outside corner.
That's a big pitch right there. Now he's got him 0-1. And he still may not be comfortable. Even 0-1, he's still a pretty good hitter when he's down the count. This is a big pitch right here.
And he lays off for ball 1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Oh, this is hit to third. Will it be 2? To second for 1. On to first. It's a double play as their woes continue. The inning is over. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show. After this, Jake Marisnick will stay in the ballgame now and take over in left field.
Number 6,
James Hoyt comes on to work now, and he's their usual closer, but this is obviously not a save opportunity.
Yeah, this is all about just getting him some work, guys. He hasn't had a chance to come in and close the game out for several days now, so they're just hoping they can keep him sharp and give him the chance to pitch in a real game situation here.
Ryan Rua is the batter now as he looks at a ball of 1-0. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner. Here's the 2-1. And that slider must have been low. It's ball 3. You see a right-handed batter waiting next, but he could very well be pulled back as the situation dictates. He's set. Here's the 3-1. And this is taken here for ball 4. So the leadoff man's on base to kick off the home 8th.
Well, he walked him on 5 pitches, but that last pitch was really good. He missed down, but only by a hair. When a hitter has a 3-1 count, he can wait until he gets a pitch he loves.
Ready now, Robinson Chirinos. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. A runner at first with no outs here. Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
Well, he was clearly looking for a fastball right there, and that slider got right to him and went whoop, slid to the side, and as a result, you got an ugly swing and miss.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's 1 away. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Delino DeShields is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Comes set and the 0-1. And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1. Runners on first with 1 down. Maybe too much break on the slider. 2-1.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
He's set and the 2-1 pitch. And that's upstairs, running the count to 3-1. Shin-Soo Choo will follow here. He waits on deck. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
The right fielder, number 17, Shin-Soo Choo.
Shin-Soo Choo at the plate now, looking to change his fortunes here. 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts so far in the game. First delivery to him on the way. High and away on the first pitch fastball there. It's ball 1.
I'll tell you, it's a helpless feeling for a manager or a pitching coach when your pitchers are having a really hard time throwing strikes. What are you supposed to do other than keep trying new guys until someone starts attacking the zone?
And that's in there for his strike 1-1.
Oh, that's a good-looking curveball to hit right there. That ball's coming right into you. So maybe he's measuring him and looking for another one this pitch.
Here it comes on 1-1. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Springer is there, 2 gone.
The shortstop, number 1, Elvis Andrus.
Here's Elvis Andrus now. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And that slider's almost in the dirt. Here it comes now to Andrus. Takes a knee-high fastball. Trying to keep the deficit right where it is. The pitch hit hard on the ground is short. Over to Altuve for the force, and that'll be that. A couple of walks, but no damage. More from Arlington after this. A nice look there at the Dallas skyline as we're back with baseball from Globe Life Park in Arlington. Matt Bush comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. Here's Carlos Correa now. He's going to lead things off in their half of the 9th as they try to avoid the dreaded shutout.
It's never a good feeling to get shut out, and over the course of the season, it's bound to happen a few times. They've just been overmatched by good pitching.
Ninth inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1.
That's a big fastball, obviously, and we're going to see this reliever throw it a lot.
One-0 count. Here it is. Ball 2 now.
Clearly they're not trying to give him anything to hit, are they? I mean, everything's away, but he's sitting 2-0. Let's see if he extends and maybe looks outside to drive something.
Line toward right center. That's in for a base hit, and he's 2 for 3.
That line drive base hit, now it brings the tying run to the plate. You know, Matt, they always talk about a bloop and a blast. Maybe it is a rope and some hope. We'll see how the 9th inning plays out.
Here's Carlos Beltran as he'll take a look at ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Now a move over to first, and the runner will get back standing. And this is drifting foul back into the stands. One now to Beltran. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But a foul ball, 1-2 now. One and two, here it comes. And a swing and a miss that time by Beltran, and he's set down on strikes for the first out.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And, hey, a strikeout always works, too.
Here's the catcher, Brian McCann, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch. It's strike one. 0 for 2 for him to this point. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate.
Well, he got a piece of that breaking ball right there. That's the second one he's seen in a row now, and he fouled that one off. Let's see if he comes back with a third one. 3 in a row.
0-2 count and the pitch. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Good wood on it there, but foul, so they'll do it again. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
He's got him on the ropes at 2-2, but I don't think he'll try to get him out with another curveball. He's seen it already a couple of times, so it's not going to surprise him anymore.
Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball as this runs in on him, and he has to step out of the way that time.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away.
The closer is supposed to slam the door on his opponent, but he left the door wide open with a walk there. We'll see if they can capitalize on it.
Marwin Gonzalez will come on now and pinch run here.
Number 9, Marwin Gonzalez.
Digging in once again, Yulieski Gurriel. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. And that misses for ball 1.
No doubt. Some saves come easier than others, and I know this all too well. They're really making wrapping this thing up a difficult task.
A ball and no strikes. Here it is. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2.
This is where the big dogs show up. You got runners on. You got a 2-0 count. You got to make a pitch on the corner and have confidence you can put it there. Don't groove one. That's when you get hurt.
Here he comes on 2-0. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. And he checks his swing. Did he go around? Yes, says the first base umpire. Strike 2. And here's a curveball that's laid off that time. It's full 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Crowd gets up for the 3-2. It's swung on and hit in the air. Chu has a read on it, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Up next for the Astros, third baseman
Jeremy Jeffress gets the call here as he'll try and look for one out to finish this thing off.
Number 23, Jeremy Jeffress.
Jung Ho Kang will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line. And a two-seam fastball there, but this is chopped fouled at the plate for strike one. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. DeShields is there, makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Well, that's why you pay the closer big money, so he can come slam the door quickly when he has to. 2 pitches, 1 out, and that game's on ice. Well done.
This evening's game finishes 2-0 the final score. Yu Darvish earns his 6th winning decision in this one. Dallas Keuchel is tagged with just his first loss of the year. So that's a wrap here tonight. Harold Reynolds, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Facebook at MLB The Show.
Final line score for our ball game tonight.